Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman signing back in real quick. And this is the nonsense that I'll be talking about with this dude, Vince McMahon. How he's going to sit there and say, oh, Keith Lee, he has to go back to development, or he has to go back to the PC because he thinks he doesn't know how to wrestle. If you didn't know, or if you thought he didn't know how to wrestle, why did you bring him to the main roster in the first place? Why didn't you just leave him in NXT? And there's motherfuckers out there sitting there saying like, oh, you gotta be patient. He has a plan for Keith Lee. No, man. Like, yo, cut the fucking caping out, please, when it comes to fucking Vince McMahon. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers sitting there like on y'all superhero shit when Vince McMahon says or does something stupid like, here I come flying in to save the day. Take it as it is. This dude, Vince McMahon, is so retarded, man. And I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers caping for this dude. How you gonna sit there and say Keith Lee can't wrestle? Keith Lee can't wrestle, but you had him beat Randy Orton in his very first match. Clean. Keith Lee can't wrestle, but when he was in NXT, he had the North American and heavyweight title at the same time. The only person, I mind you, that ever done that. And guess what? He's black and fat. And he held both the titles. Which is shocking to me that he was booked that way in NXT, but it makes sense. Go back to the matches that he had with Donovan Dijakovic, or Donovan Dijak, whatever you want to call him. Go back to the matches that he had with my guy, Adam Cole, baby. Look at these matches that he had. Look at the entrance. Look at the matches he had with Johnny Gargano. He can't wrestle? Are you nuts? And what did y'all do when y'all acquired him from NXT and you brought him to the fucking main roster? What did you do? Change his theme song, put a tank top on him because, he's too fat. Everybody got to be oily and muscular, right, Vince? So you can get your rocks off. Every wrestler got to be having a six-pack or whatever and mad muscular, right? And that's the thing that killed me, because not all wrestlers that look like that actually knows how to wrestle or actually is impressive or entertaining. Just because you have a body like that doesn't mean you're automatically going to be a fucking star. Sorry for the F-bombs, YouTube, but this dude, McMahon, is just annoying. Yeah, I put a tank top on the dude because y'all say he's too fat. Then I put some baggy basketball shorts on this dude, looking like he's wearing a dress. Y'all just switched up his whole character for no reason. If he was a particular way in NXT and y'all brought him up, you would think like, they actually interested in his character, how he is in NXT. So why would y'all just bring him up, just switch him up and change him, and then say he can't wrestle? He can't wrestle, but you got this motherfucker, what's her name again? Nia Jax, injuring females left and right. And I know, yeah, she's a female and he's a dude, but it's still all in all. You don't hear about Keith Lee injuring anybody. But you hear about Nia Jax injuring people. She made Kairi Sane retire. But she don't get sent to PC? But you send Keith Lee to the PC. Damn, I can't stand these dudes, man. And there's why the company keeps sinking lower and lower and lower and lower. I remember when Monday Night Raw was getting like, what, 4.5, close to 5.0 And when it comes to the demographic, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to people watching, the ratings and stuff like that. 5.6, 5.0. These dudes barely get a 2.0 nowadays. They got like a 1.6 the most. SmackDown like around the same thing. You know why? Because they keep bringing people up from NXT and they keep burying them. You can't sit there and say, oh, they're not giving me nothing to work with. How do you expect them to give you something to work with if you barely use them? And when you use them in the most asinine type of way. So it's like, why even bother watching NXT? You're killing the whole company as a whole. Why get invested in NXT if when they go to the main roster, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be squandered off or buried? And you can't sit there and say, oh, look at the Street Profits. The Street Profits have nobody to face. You only got like 1 or 2 tag teams in the whole division. Because what did Vince do? Every single tag team that went up there to the NXT, either he broke them up or they ended up getting hurt. Nobody gets over ultimately when they come from NXT. Look at Shayna Baszler. Look at Shayna Baszler. She's a tag team with Nia Jax. Tag team champions with Nia Jax. How does that even work? How are they a legitimate tag team? They're a makeshift tag team. We just put them together because at the time, you had nothing for both of them to do. I hate this company, man. I really do. Kevin Lee gets put to the PC. I'm out of here, man. I'm off this. And like I said, Vince McMahon needs a swift kick in the balls. I don't give a fuck how old he is. Kick him in his balls. Right in the grapefruits.